mediation might be new in terms of its emergency in a dispute resolution arena, but it's very old in terms of its timeless universality. In Asia, Africa, Europe, mediation has always existed before the court system. Maybe the popularization, the emerging trends. Today I want to share some of the emerging trends in mediation, just like the way AI, artificial intelligence, is trying to trend all over the workforce. Mediation as a dispute resolution has also some emerging trends that is surrounded it. One of the trends in mediation right now is creating a niche for yourself. We started to have a lot of commercial mediators. Just like you're trying to create a specialization, like in the legal litigation, we have the immigration lawyers, bank lawyers, commercial lawyers, real estate lawyers. They just create niche for themselves. Human rights lawyers. That is what is also happening in mediation. A lot of mediators have started creating specialization for themselves. So I started going in line of commercial mediation, family mediation. Some are going to tenancy mediation. Some a lot of the environmental mediation, cross-border mediation. So is a niche, is a kind of is a trend. One of the trends, you have to create a niche for yourself. Also, another trend that is also rapidly growing in mediation is ODR, online dispute resolution. It's like virtual mediation is becoming more and more coming up after the post pandemic, because during the COVID, people couldn't go out. So another way to get resolved, because even while people were indoors, there were conflicts happening. So online dispute resolution came up. Platform like Zoom to use to facilitate remote negotiations started coming up. You have the AI assisted mediation tools emerging to analyze disputes and suggest solutions. So, and in terms of online dispute resolution, when we talk about AI, for me, artificial intelligence will not definitely eradicate the presence of a human mediator. No, artificial intelligence for me in mediation is an assisted tool that can be able to aid mediation process. It's not a complete replacer for mediation per se, because there is this human intelligence in mediation that artificial intelligence cannot impart in mediation, that artificial intelligence cannot eradicate. So we should see our artificial intelligence in mediation as an assisted tool that have come to aid mediators. So it's not really a complete replacer. So it's also one of the trends in mediation. We also have emotional intelligence, where you have more of complex conflicts growing more complex. So mediators are being equipped with emotional intelligence. They have to be trained. For emotional intelligent cases, you have to become more emotional intelligent competence. Because you're dealing with humans. They're trying to portray a lot of behaviors while you're trying to mediate. So it's also one of the emerging trends. There are numerous of them. You also have the made app, combination of mediation and arbitration at the same time. You try to check this one, it don't work, you can check this one. So a lot of trends I imagine the most important thing when all these things happen is a mediator to be informed, because you can't be left behind in whatever that is happening in your industry. You have to carry yourself along and be able to be updated in whatever trend, whatever things that has been changing in your industry. So somebody cannot be talking about ODRO as a mediator. You'll be like, what is ODRO? If you're not aware of online dispute resolution, even if you've been doing it the traditional way, there are some, maybe a day will come, you have to be equipped with the tools, you have to have knowledge of the tools that will enhance you to be able to carry out a virtual mediation. So you cannot have a client that want to use a virtual mediation process and you tell the person, I don't know how to do that. So as a mediator, you have to be current with all the trends happening in the industry. You know, you have to be current. You have to be versatile as a mediator. Even while you're creating a niche for yourself, you still have to have knowledge about the trends happening in mediation. You also have one other trend is expansion in court connected mediations, the mandatory court mediations, where a judge will assign a case to be treated first and using mediation before coming to the litigation. It's also a trend called mandating mediation to ease backlog cases in the law court, because the judiciary is overwhelmed, the court is overwhelmed. So we have to seek for more of other dispute resolution mechanisms to be able to ease the backlog in court. We also have the hybrid mode in mediation arbitration. I've talked about that. They're becoming more popular to resolving disputes efficiently. We have the restorative justice and community mediations, growth of mediation in criminal justice to focus on repairing harm rather than punishment. That's restorative justice. Community mediation process program addressed legal conflict, including housing, neighbor disputes, greater emphasis on cultural sensitivity, trauma-informed mediations. AI and technology mediations are becoming more popular. They're becoming more trends in mediation. AI-powered tools are helping mediators to assess cases and predict outcomes, but as a mediator, you're not the one to determine the outcome. That's why the human intelligence come in here. You're not to predict outcome. You are to guide and facilitate the process. The most important thing is being knowledgeable about these tools, chatbots, automated streamings, helping dispute resolutions. Another trend is the increased use of mediation in international and cross-border disputes. The Singapore Convention on Mediation 2020 is encouraging more businesses to use mediation for cross-border disputes. So it's also a trend. Mediation is really playing a bigger role in global market, commercial and diplomatic disputes. It's just like it's dominating in other countries than certain countries. More of legal practitioners they are here to employ assess the process. I think more countries, more people, just like the one creating awareness, we need to create more of awareness about mediation, other dispute resolution mechanisms. The litigation is overwhelmed. Mediation is faster. More multinational corporations are adopting mediation clauses in their contract to make things faster. The growth of specialization in mediation, you can't carry everything. You just have to specialize and become more professional in a particular. Just like I love tenancy dispute, I love commercial dispute also. So you have to create an edge for yourself. People are specializing in construction, healthcare, environmental, technology disputes. So it's just like you're creating a niche for yourself. Ethical consideration also is another trend in mediation. It helps you to determine, to remain, to have a real focus, determine real key focus. Training programs, certification are adopting to new mediation mode, because as a trainer You have to also upgrade while you're training people in mediation. What are those trends? You also have to include them in your training programs, so people will be enlightened. People will have more trainings on all these trends happening in mediation. Every day things are evolving, just like the AI is dominating. So in every field, in every industry, a lot of things are happening. New things are being created. So as a mediator, you have to be informed what is new, what is updated in my field, what is happening. So if you've been practicing the old way, things are evolving rapidly. So you have to be informed. You have to be enlightened. You have to be informed about what is going on in the industry. You can't be left behind. While you promote the use of mediation, you also get more knowledge about the recent trends in mediation. A lot of them is coming up every day. So you have to read. While you've gotten more certifications, you also read more, get involved in webinars, trainings, workshops, read articles. There are a lot of blogs, there are a lot of articles on mediation, just to equip yourself as a mediator. It's very important to know current trends in your industry.